UFC 314 just concluded a few days ago, and I'm here to talk about the weight of Alexander Volkanovski win this last Saturday. I also want to talk about Paddy Pimblett in a second, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to talk about this the weight of this win, and I just want to say the weight is a great win for Alexander Volkanovski. I want to just make sure you guys understand that Diego Lopes is 30 years old. He's very, very young. His legacy, Diego Lopes' legacy, will only get better through time, right? Unless he goes on like a Tony Ferguson run, which I doubt he will. Look, great win for Alexander Volkanovski, and I want to say this again: I was wrong about my pick. And I wasn't alone either. A lot of people doubted Volkanovski like I did because of his last two fights. He got brutally knocked out, boys. You can't blame me for seeing Volkanovski on the ground out cold on one of those fights, and then another one he was basically just unconscious. He didn't even know where he was in the Islam Makhachev fight when he got hectic. You can't blame me for that after seeing those two fights back to back, and then thinking he's gonna fight a guy that's not Ilia Topuria type of power, but you know I wouldn't even say he's almost there. He's like he's just that type of fighter. He has a puncher's chance. You know what I mean? And when you tell me that he's gonna fight a puncher's chance fighter, I mean I have to have my doubts. You know, it goes into your brain as a fan like, damn, bro. Like, Volkanovski, you're really gonna fight another puncher? Like no, it really gets to your brain. It got to me, and I just picked Diego Lopes to win this fight. I didn't really give Diego Lopes to like dominate. I thought he was gonna catch him and just, you know, TKO him. But look, it didn't happen. It almost did, but it didn't happen. And I'll tell you what, actually, Alexander Volkanovski, that punch that dropped him, I don't think it would have dropped him in 2023. If it was a Volkanovski from 2023, 2022, you can definitely see that his chin has been chipped, okay? We definitely see that. But obviously, he's older, so, you know, it was bound to happen. But I don't think that punch really, like, hurts him like how it did. Because you can see that he was hurt after that punch. But look, Diego Lopes is literally Yuri Prochazka of the featherweight division. Plain and simple. This man, and I don't know, look, I understand that Alexander Volkanovski's jab is great. But when you watch that fight back, Diego Lopes was not moving his head at all. Literally at all. I don't care how great your jab is. If your opponent is standing there just eating that shit, literally eating it like Yuri Prochazka, like, it's on Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes had a worse performance than Alexander Volkanovski had a good one. I have to say it. Diego Lopes had a horrible, horrible performance. I'm pretty sure Alexander Volkanovski's strikes were like double of Diego Lopes's. Like literally double. And we know Diego Lopes gets tired because we saw it on the Dan Ige fight. I know Dan Ige came in short notice. You know, going against the short notice opponents is different than going like for an opponent that you already trained for. But still, it's Dan fucking Ige. Okay, buddy, you're supposed to be Diego Lopes. You're hype train. You should have mauled this guy. Literally, should have mauled him. You should have won by decision. But look, Alexander Volkanovski. Great freaking win, man. Great freaking win. After he won, I saw a bunch of posts, people talking about that he's the featherweight GOAT, undisputed, and I absolutely agree. I thought he was already the GOAT before this win, and this is just it's more cement, right? It's more cement onto his legacy, just concrete cement. I don't even know why the hell I'm saying that, but it's just more cement, okay? And keep in mind, boys, that Alexander Volkanovski has one or two more fights before he retires. Maybe one. I think if you gave me like the most likely, I say one more and then he retires. I don't think he's gonna fight two more times. And The opponent that I think is going to be fighting, I think is going to be Movsar Evloev. The man is 19-0. He beat Aljamain Sterling, Arlen Allen, Diego Lopes, Dan Ige, and a bunch of, I wouldn't say no names, but you know, they're not high value names that people really care about at this point. But look, Movsar Evloev he should be next. He will be next, most likely, like 99% chance, if the UFC decides to give finally Movsar Evloev, like, we all know why the UFC hasn't given him a chance, right? Like, me and you as a fan know why. If you see his record, decision, the man is a decision machine, okay? We know he's a decision machine, but you just can't deny greatness, you know? I'm not saying that Movsar Evloev is going to be great as a champion, but I'm just saying, when you see stuff like they win, no matter if it's a decision win, all knockouts, you can't deny greatness, okay? It will come knocking at your door at some time, okay? You can see that with Bilal Muhammad. He won. People literally, every time he fights, they give the knockdown stats every single time. It's like a scheduled tweet. They always tweet about the knockdown, his knockdown stats, his knockout stats. I'm telling you, no matter what, Movsar Evloev will be next, okay? No matter how people hate him, no matter how many decisions he wins, he will be most likely next. And you know what? I like it. Alexander Volkanovski will be fighting Movsar Evloev, most likely. But you know what? A lot of people, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of people are doubting. They think Movsar Evloev is an easier fight than Diego Lopes. And I don't think so. I think Movsar Evloev is literally severely underrated. Extremely underrated. Underrated. Extremely. And again, everyone knows why. A lot of casual fans just see the record and be like, decision. And I completely understand, but you gotta watch him fight. You have to watch him fight. His wrestling, peak. His grappling, peak. I mean, the man, there's a reason why he's 19-0. There's literally a reason why this man is 19-0. I saw like a clip of Movsar Evloev escaping from a ninja choke, and the man, you can see that the guy is hungry right now. The man is hungry, dude. I love this fight. I really, really do love this fight against Evloev. I think it's gonna be a great fight. A lot of people might not think that because they see Movsar Evloev's decision record, but I think Alexander Volkanovski will make it a great fight, and I think it definitely should happen. But I want to move on to Paddy Pimblett real quick. But before I end, I just want to say is shout out to fucking Alexander Volkanovski for proving me wrong. At the end of the day, I only pick who I think is going to win, but that doesn't mean I'm not a fan of them, even though I picked a different fighter. Shout out to the Alexander the Great Volkanovski. I absolutely love the guy. I want to see him fight 2 more times, especially that fight against Movsar Evloev. Shout out to him, even though he might never see this video, or maybe he will one day. Shout out to him. Now, I want to talk about Paddy Pimblett. As you guys know, in my last video, I said that he was going to finish Michael Chandler with a rear naked choke. I didn't say a rear naked choke because I didn't remember the name of the submission for some reason, but now I do remember. I think I said like back choke or something weird like that, but I meant to say a rear naked choke. And after the video of the conclusion of my recap of the video, I said that it almost did happen, and it almost did happen. Michael Chandler was just bloodied up. He couldn't really get a grip, and he really couldn't get that the rear naked choke finish that I said it was gonna happen. It almost happened, but it didn't. He got absolutely mauled from Mount, literally mauled, and that was such a great fight, man. And you know what else I said? that literally happened after Paddy Pimblett won. Like the moment it happened, a bunch of tweets came out comparing Charles Oliveira. I literally said it. It wasn't, people weren't saying submission, but they were saying finish. Charles Oliveira, they had 2 chances to finish Michael Chandler, 2 fights, and he didn't. And Paddy Pimblett did it in 1. Literally finished him in the 3rd round. And a lot of people were saying, I don't know, man, how good is Paddy Pimblett? Paddy Pimblett finished Michael Chandler when Charles Oliveira couldn't. And I'm telling you, I literally said that people were going to, that was the first thing that we're going to say, comparing these 2. And that's great, because now we have, 2 trajectories that I think Paddy Pimblett will go. And I think he could fight Dustin Poirier. And I know Dustin Poirier, he wants to fight like a legend before he retires, right? But right now in the weight division, like a lot of things are moving, and a lot of legends are like, they're up there in the rankings. They're trying to fight for a title shot. I don't know if they would want to like a retirement fight for against Dustin Poirier, unless like it will like get them in title contention, or I don't even know what they would do. I don't know what Dustin Poirier is gonna do, because he does want to fight like a legend of the sport before he retires. But in my opinion, they should just give him Paddy Pimblett. Fuck it. Just give him Paddy Pimblett. You know what would be funny? If Paddy Pimblett beats Dustin Poirier, and then Michael Chandler starts talking shit, and then he does one more fight against Michael Chandler. That would be absolutely amazing, man. But I think Paddy Pimblett will either get like Dustin Poirier or like Charles Oliveira. But yeah, man, this is just absolutely amazing. And I want to end it off with saying that this month and the next month is going to be an absolutely great month of fighting. We're going to be we're going to be getting Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates. We're also going to be getting Sandhagen versus Figueiredo. And then we're going to get Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. It's going to be a great round of fights. I cannot wait for this, man. I can't believe I'm back on making videos. And you know what? I have some great news for basically myself and I guess my loyal viewers. I finally got fiber optic on my street, okay? I didn't have it available. It wasn't available on my street, but finally I have fiber optic, and I actually already have a schedule. A technician is coming tomorrow to put it. So the uploads are going to be way faster. And when I mean way, way faster for everyone that loves my content. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I came back yesterday and I saw I was still getting views. I was still getting likes. I was still getting people commenting in my comment section, arguing. And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love when people come into my comment section, and just, they have a debate or they argue. I absolutely love that. I read everything, and it's absolutely hilarious to me. But yeah, man, make sure you leave a like. Just hit that sub button so you don't miss anything. Just hit that sub button so you don't miss any more MMA content. In the comment section, just leave what you think Alexander Volkanovski should do next. Yeah, just leave that. With that being said, I'll see everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.